Hi. If you've been living with depression, you know its weight isn't just on your mood. It settles into your thoughts, often whispering painful, critical things about who you are. It can leave you feeling so uncomfortable, even avoiding life because you don't feel good enough or worthwhile enough to engage with it. It's like it's like these words of depression feel like they're actually a part of your identity. So, in this video, I'd like to shine a light on those thoughts specifically and the sensations that accompany those thoughts to help you better see them for what they actually are: symptoms. Okay, those negative critical thoughts are symptoms. They are not a reflection of who you are or of your worth. You know, there's a reason why we can't simply snap out of it when depression is there, because depression isn't just a state of mind, it's an experience that's felt deeply throughout the entire body. In a previous video, we talked about the way our bodies hold on to emotional states and the role that this plays in depression. And in this video, we're looking at the way our thoughts play a significant role. So in depression, automatic thoughts can become negative and powerfully reinforce feelings of worthlessness, of hopelessness, and of guilt. In this way, we can say that depression masquerades as your own authentic voice. It fills your mind with thoughts like, I'm worthless, I'm a burden, I'm a failure, why bother? It can convince you that these dark thoughts are undeniable truths about you, but they are not. They are symptoms that keep you isolated and feeling diminished. Let me be so clear. These are symptoms and they are not inherent character flaws. They do not reflect who you are as a person. This distinction is crucial, and actually, our language plays a very powerful role. When we say things like my depression, or when we refer to symptoms as something we have and we cannot escape, we risk inadvertently internalizing them. We might feel like these symptoms are an unchangeable part of who we are, rather than something we're experiencing. Our linguistics, the way we phrase things, shape our perception of power and of agency. So, by changing our wording and saying, I'm experiencing symptoms of depression, or depression is making me feel, or I'm currently feeling depressed, instead of I'm depressed, we create a subtle but profound separation. We shift from identifying with the symptom to recognizing that a symptom is happening. This subtle linguistic shift can empower us to see that we really can act on these symptoms, that we're not just at their mercy. When we use words like, I'm currently struggling with, our brain can better see that this is not a permanent state, and it therefore knows that change is a possibility. This is particularly important when depression is intertwined with experiences of trauma because it feeds on a harsh internal critic. It becomes a version of self talk that judges or demeans, often echoing perhaps past critical messages or internalized fears. Depression amplifies this voice, using its harshness to deepen feelings of shame, of inadequacy, of even hopelessness. This constant self criticism actually drains motivation and reinforces that depressive cycle. So, understanding this critic's voice as just a symptom and not as your authentic self is such a powerful step towards disarming its power. To help you untangle yourself from the weight of these symptoms and to really reinforce this distinction, I've got a handout for you. It's intended as a cheat sheet of sorts because we can learn a great strategy, but if we can't actually remember to use it, then it is quite useless. I've been using this handout for several years in my private practice, and I hope it helps you in recognizing these common manifestations of depression for what they are, just symptoms. Because knowing that is a key first step towards actively managing them rather than being managed by them. So on the handout, in one column, I've listed some common symptoms that can appear with depression. And then in the second column, I've listed some actionable steps to reduce the impact of those symptoms. I've included about 5 actionable strategies on the handout. And when I'm doing this work, I typically modify the handout to make the strategies more appropriate for each person that I work with. And this is so important to know because what works for one person might not work for the next. So it's okay if they all don't work. Try them, see what works best for you. And if while you're watching this, you're thinking, Susan, I've already got one that works, please use that one. Keep using what's working. Okay, remember, this isn't about perfectly eradicating symptoms overnight. It's about recognizing them for what they are. They are symptoms, they are not character flaws, and treating them as external challenges that you can address. So it's about taking small, consistent steps with immense self compassion. Every single time you make efforts towards symptom reduction, that is you working on your well being, and that matters. Each time you do so, it's like you're making a declaration that you are not the depression you are presently experiencing. Okay, so that is it for our time together today. The handout, so with the symptom descriptions and the actionable steps, your cheat sheet will be linked in the description below. Please download it, please keep it handy and use it as your guide when those tough moments hit. Remind yourself, this is a symptom. This is not a reflection of who I am. And please do reach out for help as you need it. Thank you so much for being here. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe so that you get notifications when new videos are released. Leave a comment in the comments section if you found this helpful, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Take care today and be well.